Welcome back to another video. Today we got exciting news. Let's check and see what is going on. So for the past couple months we've been pairing up some of our ball pythons. I know I don't talk too much about the ball pythons on this channel, but as you guys can see, we got something really exciting going on today. Under this female, this angry mom, she's got some eggs. So today we're gonna pull her off of those eggs. We'll wash her up and clean her up, and then we'll incubate her. But the first thing that we have to do is get this crazy girl off of these eggs. So the reason why she's actually like this right now is because she's in defense mode. This is her maternal instinct, and she's just gonna protect those babies. But what we're gonna do is pull her off nice and slow. Sorry. And so this is a teaching moment. Look how skinny and slim she is, guys. This is all because she just had those babies. It takes her a lot of energy and a lot of work to actually produce and grow these babies and these eggs. So she's super slim right now, but that's no problem. We're gonna wash her up and actually get her prepared for getting back in the enclosure, and we wash her off so she doesn't have that egg smell and she won't be as defensive anymore. So let's take care of her, and then we'll come back and get these eggs. But let's count them first. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 good looking eggs. Doesn't look like any slugs in there, which is awesome for this girl for her first time producing. Let's wash her up. We'll get her in our bin to soak, and she can rehydrate, and then we'll put her back in the bin after we take the babies. Okay, so the reason why we're gonna wash this girl off, and you guys will know this is just a trick that I had heard about, is that actually washing her is gonna kind of get that egg smell off of her and kind of break her out of that maternal instinct, because we want to get weight back on her as fast as possible. So with her, usually when ball pythons are maternally incubating, meaning that they're wrapped up around their eggs, they won't eat and they'll just stay on those eggs. So the best thing we want to do for this girl to keep her healthy is get her back on food ASAP. So we're going to try to rinse her off, wash her off, let her soak for a little bit, just because she's been through a lot in these past 24 hours. So we're just going to get some warm water, and we're just going to kind of rinse her off here. We'll just give her a little bit of water, then we'll let her sit there and drink for a few minutes. Best thing to do is just try to wash her off and rinse her off and break her out of that maternal issue. So we'll let her soak for a few minutes, and then we'll go start prepping the eggs to go in the incubator. So see you guys in a minute. Peace. So while the mom is actually working right now on soaking and getting that egg smell off of her and rehydrating, we're gonna check on these babies so we don't have to worry about getting bit by her or her being defensive over these babies. We're gonna check on them, and we're actually gonna start preparing our egg box. Well, let's actually prepare the egg box before we check on them. So now, get over here. This is our container that our eggs are gonna be in. Just a regular tub with a lid on it. We're gonna use our hatch-right bedding. This is just what I prefer to use because we don't have to worry about adding water or anything. So we'll do a really good layer in there of this hatch-right. And so we're gonna bury these eggs a pretty decent way down. So I'll put a good amount in. As you guys can see, this is a pretty good layer of hatch-right. And then we're gonna label the lid. With the genetics, the date, and how many eggs. Today is, what's today? May 14th, so 5/14. Pinstripe, and she bred with the black pastel. And 7 eggs. So this is the lid. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the babies out, candle them first, which means we're gonna check and see see if there's embryos inside, and then we'll bury them down in the substrate and move them over to the incubator. All right, so now that we have our eggs here, you have to be really careful. And the thing with ball python eggs are, you can pull them apart. So this white outside is just like a calcium barrier, but these eggs are kind of in early stages right now. So you want to be very gentle. You can't roll them. You can't dent them or anything like that. So we're going to take these eggs, move them over to our egg box here, and put them in there. Okay, so now we can do what we needed to do with these now that they're over in this part. Let's try to separate. And sometimes they've been stuck together too long and they have already stuck together. You don't want to pull too hard and rip one of the eggs. So I don't think we're gonna do that just because I don't want to rip the egg sac. But right now we're gonna candle these eggs. Okay, so guys, this is what we're looking for. Look really closely. Bring the camera here. As you guys can probably see, that's the embryo of the baby. So as you guys can probably see, we have strong, healthy veins. And all these babies have veins and an embryo. So that's what we're going to check on all 7. Just to make sure all these babies have an embryo and strong veins just like that. You good? Mm-hmm. All right, so now since all of our eggs are good, all the eggs look healthy, strong, and they all look like they have veins, we're gonna just we're gonna mark them all, the tops of all the eggs, just to make sure they don't roll. So that's the top, and we're just gonna do this on all the eggs. This will not hurt the babies. And this way, when it is about that time to cut these eggs, and we'll do another video on that once it's time, these babies will be, we'll make sure they don't roll or haven't rolled or anything. And so this is, we'll open this up every week to exchange the air, but this is going to keep the eggs nice and moist inside of this bin while we incubate it. So now we're going to close that up. As you guys can see, our labels here, the Snake Genetics, which is a pinstripe ball python, and our black pastel male. But this is all good. Let's go take it to the incubator and show you guys how we set up our incubator. Alright, as you guys can see, this is our incubator. This is actually incorrect. We're gonna show you guys right now what the actual temperature is inside. We're incubating around 89 or 90 degrees. So that's what we actually have it at. Have our incubator in here. We'll show you guys what that temperature is. As you guys can see, it's like 88.8 or 89 degrees right in there. So this is what our eggs are incubating at. This way it's a little more slow and steady. We're not going to cook them. We want big healthy babies to come out. So we're going to leave these eggs in here. We're not going to touch them. We're not going to bother them too much. We have 2 more females who look like they should be gravid. So in a couple days, we'll have a couple more egg boxes stacked up in there. A lot more babies coming. We're so excited to have some ball pythons here. Like I said, if you guys follow me, make sure you go to my Instagram and you'll have all the updates on these ball pythons. I'll also do an egg cutting video when these come out. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comments. If you guys want to see an egg cutting video, let me know down in the comments. Now let's go set the mom back up in her clean enclosure. So we missed this part, but we're back. We've got fresh bedding in this enclosure. The snake's been washed. She's hydrated. She has new fresh water. So we'll leave her be for a little bit. Like I said, she's still settling in. She's super stressed. But in the best interest of the babies, we do remove the babies from the mother because it's just a higher rate of success. And we want all these babies to have the best chance at life that they could possibly have. So that's why we remove the babies. But like I said, guys, in a couple days, we should have some babies from this girl right here. She's really big and super swollen. What do you guys think? More or less than 7 babies? So right now we had 1 lay 7. What do you guys think out of this big girl? I'm guessing over 7. Drop down in the comments. In the next video, when she has babies, you guys can let me know if you were right or wrong. We also have one more female here who I think may be on par or right at 7 babies, because this is about the size of the pinstripe, just for reference. So those are our 3 females that we think are actually gravid this year and who are possibly going to lay eggs. So super exciting. A lot of babies coming around here. So let me know if you guys are interested. I'll post what's up that I'm not keeping, and keep up with me there. My Instagram is just at KEJAHN_, and you'll see updates there on when I have new babies. Also follow my snake page at R Reptiles. So it's RREPTILES. Follow that as well. The link is in my bio on Instagram. You can follow that page. Super exciting, guys. We've been expecting to have babies. I've been kind of keeping the ball pythons under wraps just because I know we had these exciting things coming, but a lot of exciting videos coming around here. So make sure you guys stay tuned. See you guys in the next one. Peace.